Isabella woke up feeling calm and refreshed, the kind of morning where the world feels gentle and unhurried. Soft light filtered through her curtains, and as she wrapped her hands around a warm cup of coffee, she felt something she hadn't felt in a while. A quiet sense of hopefulness. Getting ready wasn't an event. She brushed her hair, added a touch of gloss, slipped into her favorite rose-colored dress, the one that felt natural, familiar, effortlessly her. She chose a new shoe from the closet, one of her new faves, and matching purse. Today wasn't supposed to be a grand romantic moment. Daniel had simply texted, "Free this afternoon? Same cafe?" They met there often. This felt like any other day with a hint of possibility. She carried a small wrapped notebook in her bag, a thoughtful gift she'd chosen because it reminded her of him. Nothing dramatic, nothing over the top, just something personal. The city felt alive as she walked. Florists arranging bouquets, couples sharing pastries, soft music drifting from small shops. She noticed it, smiled at it, but didn't feel pressured by it. Valentine's Day wasn't overwhelming for her. It was simply warm. When she reached the cafe, she spotted Daniel sitting by the window. His posture relaxed, his hands wrapped around a mug, his expression thoughtful in a way she'd seen a few times before. When his eyes lifted and met hers, he smiled, a genuine, familiar smile that always made her feel welcome. She walked in, steady and comfortable. "Hey," she said. "Hey," he replied, eyes soft. They slipped into conversation easily. Work updates, funny stories, the usual back and forth that always made being around him feel simple. Isabella felt at ease until she began noticing something small, almost unspoken, in the way he looked at her. After the waiter left, she ordered her drink politely, thanked him, moved her cup aside slightly so Daniel had more space. Little gestures, nothing unusual. But Daniel watched her with a quiet attentiveness, as if he was observing something beneath the surface. "So," he asked, hands around his cup, "how's your day been?" "Good," she answered. "I'm glad we're hanging out today." He nodded with a softened smile. "Me too." As they talked, Isabella became subtly aware of herself. She adjusted her dress, folded her hands neatly, chose her words with care. Not out of fear, but from habit. A habit she didn't realize she had. When the moment felt right, she placed the small wrapped notebook on the table, her smile shy but sincere. "I got you something," she said. Daniel lifted it with gentle curiosity, unwrapping it slowly. When he saw the cover, he smiled, that warm, steady smile she loved. "This is really thoughtful," he said. She looked at him, then away, a small shift in her posture that she didn't even notice. But Daniel did. He set the notebook down and looked at her with a seriousness that felt careful, deliberate. "Isabella, can I ask you something?" She tilted her head slightly. "Sure. Do you know what I noticed first when you walked in today?" She let out a soft laugh, trying to lighten the moment. "My lipstick probably smudged. Or I blinked too much. Or maybe I walked in too fast." "No," he said quietly. "None of that." There was a pause. A long, revealing pause. "I noticed how you kept making yourself smaller." She blinked, taken aback. "What do you mean?" "The way you lower your voice. The way you wait before speaking. The way you move things out of the way even when you don't need to. It's like you're trying not to take up too much space." His tone wasn't harsh. It was gentle, honest. Isabella looked down, processing his words. She wasn't falling apart. She wasn't embarrassed. She was simply seeing something about herself clearly for the first time. Daniel leaned forward slightly. "You think men notice looks first?" he said softly. Hair, makeup, outfits? He shook his head. But the first thing I saw was how unsure you were about belonging. Her breath deepened, not in fear but in recognition. I care about you, he continued slowly, more than you realize. But I need you to see what I see. Because until you believe you deserve good things, nothing I say will ever feel real. The words landed, steady, true, and unexpectedly comforting. They spent the next hour talking honestly. Really honestly. Isabella opened up about growing up being the peacekeeper in her home. Always the one who didn't raise her voice. Always the one who tried not to inconvenience anyone. Daniel listened, not with pity, but with understanding. He shared his own stories too. Times he'd mistaken gentleness for uncertainty, compassion for self-doubt, softness for fragility. And for the first time in their friendship, they didn't dance around their truths. When they finally stepped outside, the sky had turned to a soft February dusk. Streetlights glowed, and she felt lighter in a way she couldn't explain. Daniel walked her to the corner. Promise me something, he said quietly. She looked at him. What's that? That you'll stop asking life for permission, he said. She held his gaze for a long moment, her chest rising slowly with a deep breath. I will try, she whispered. I really will. Something in her shifted, not dramatically, but deeply. When she got home, she didn't collapse into overthinking. She didn't dissect the conversation. She didn't criticize herself. She walked to the mirror, not to adjust her appearance, but to notice herself differently. She stood a little taller, met her own eyes, saw a woman who cared deeply, loved gently, and deserved space just as much as anyone else. That night, she didn't just fall in love with Daniel. She found a new love for herself, the kind rooted in presence, not perfection. And she understood finally what he meant. Men notice many things. But before beauty, before style, before anything else, they notice whether a woman believes she deserves to take up space in the world. And when she does, everything changes. Do you see Isabella in yourself? Do you struggle with confidence or making yourself smaller without realizing it? Share your experience in the comments so others can learn from your journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs this reminder. This is life's whispered moments. Tap the next video for more powerful stories of life, love, and lessons.